We've just seen Esra Yildiz of Turkey book her place in the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games, winning her women's lightweight quarter-final. In the semi-finals, she'll face the winner of this bout, and this could be something to behold. In the red corner here, Maiva Hamadouche. We saw yesterday in, well, quite a spectacular bout. 9 minutes of...
And she won't knock on your door. She's just going to come right in and see how you're going to handle it. I mean, her toughness was just unbelievable yesterday.
It was, and her stamina just to keep going for those 9 minutes. Harrington, the number 2 seed, world champion in 2018.
I would expect this is not a matchup that Harrington fears that much. I mean, the target is going to be right there. It's just how much does she want to trade?
Hamadouche coming forward, but you can see already Harrington picking her off on the way in.
Yeah. And keeping the movement going. Yes.
Right over the top from Harrington.
This is already more movement than we saw in 9 minutes. They were standing on the Tokyo logo.
Hamadouche, a professional champion. Retained her title in December, the IPF super featherweight title. She stopped Nina Pavlovic from Serbia. She has had success at amateur level, Olympic level, in the European Championships. She was a silver medalist in 2019. She lost in the final to Mira Pochkanen. Pochkanen, who was put out yesterday by Britain's Caroline Dubois, but should make Tokyo by virtue of her high world ranking. But this has been a solid start from Harrington, though here comes Hamadouche chasing her around the ring.
Yeah.
Even when the referee wants to break, Hamadouche isn't going very far back.
Harrington looks completely recovered from that hand injury that plagued her at the 2019 European Games. She's 6th in the world, and in that group that could work their way in through the 52 spots that will come after by the choosing of top-ranked players after all of the spots are taken. But I think
Pochkanen gets that after her defeat yesterday, actually. So I think this is very important for both these women. Of course, there's the box-off for the loser.
Right.
But I think Pochkanen will get the world ranking allocated spot.
Right, and there is only one. That's a good point. So Harrington so far has really managed to blunt some of the fury and scoring from outside when she needs to. You hear beautiful from her corner.
Said earlier, Ireland, 3 boxers we saw in Ring B this afternoon, all suffering defeat. But Harrington has made a very good start here. I think you put it well there, Tom, blunting the fury of Hamadouche. She's not been allowed to charge forward and just throw shots at will. Harrington has picked her off.
We saw yesterday Melanica not able to hold her off, so she just stood there, and Hamadouche stood there, and we are not kidding. They stood right in the middle for 9 minutes. It was the best bout of the time here. But as I said at the start, I think Harrington won't mind this matchup because, it's easy pickings. She knows where the target is, and she has the skill to move away and regroup. And I'd say, all in all, a dominant first round.
I'd agree with that. Obviously, it's not up to us, though, Tom. It's up to the judges at ringside, but I was impressed by Harrington there. She probably doesn't face many boxers like Hamadouche who just relentlessly pour forward. And you can see from the replays here that Hamadouche did land on occasion, but it was Harrington with most of the quality work. She is a former world champion. She is the number 2 seed.
10-8.
And there is a 10-8 in there.
We're seeing more of those. Your wish is coming true. We're seeing a flood of them here today on the second day.
Harrington well in charge after round one. Hamadouche, you can see, no change of tactics, and she's paying for it because Harrington seems to be connecting even more at the start of round two.
Well,
this is superb from the Irish woman.
That's the thing. Harrington can go toe-to-toe every once in a while, and she'll do well. She's big and strong, and she has quick hands, but she also can get out of there. As you see here, she doesn't mind stopping every once in a while, but she's going to stay on the bike.
Hamadouche having a bit of success. This is where she's going to try and unload at close quarters, go to the body and the head, and she is getting through.
Yeah, her hope is that she wears Harrington down and forces it into more of a slugfest. Wow. Left,
fine
right, left,
combination
right.
from
Yes.
Harrington. She's just too quick.
Yes. Another
That was a
big
crunching right.
With full credit to Hamadouche. I mean, she is as advertised. She just doesn't know anything but straight ahead.
But Harrington scoring with regularity.
Yes.
Powerful shots. Using that reach. And then using her feet well to skip out of harm's way. You would expect Hamadouche to keep going to the end. She's obviously being in the pro ranks.
Great physical condition. I mean, to do this yesterday and then again just keep pouring in. I see no step back at all. Do you?
No, but she is getting caught as she comes in.
She is.
She's landing a couple of shots, but when she catches up to Harrington, but it's not enough.
This is a better round, though. She's managed to turn it into she's invited Harrington into the phone booth, and every once in a while she comes in.
That's where you just heard the Irish corner say, "Get out of there." Yeah. And that was exactly what I was thinking. It's just like she doesn't need to stay in there at close quarters.
No.
She has been drawn a bit more into this.
I'm telling you, Hamadouche is starting to impose her will now. Whether she can keep it up and have a huge third round.
Oh,
and
there's a big left from Harrington, and now they're trading at the end of round two. Well.
It took 5 minutes, but we finally saw a little bit of yesterday. Great action. But I think Harrington's going to get a strict talking to from her corner about, you know, you're in charge. You know, you don't need to scrap in the alley.
Almost I don't know if there's an element of bravado there, but
well, sometimes
she just needs to stick to what she was doing.
I imagine if she doesn't feel like she's behind, look at that.
2-10-8. Well, I'm a little surprised
I
at
am
that.
Because I thought that was a better round for Hamadouche.
Hamadouche did land some good punches, and at the end, you could see her dragging Harrington into that scrap.
Well, I do think, you know, maybe there is some bravado, but I also think she's confident enough where she's thinking, if you want to trade for a few minutes, you know, we'll go. And here we are.
She's not
now Harrington is just not on her bike at all.
Now she's moving away. Just needs to use those feet.
You know, it's a deceptive because she's scoring big shots, but it's not. There is no backup from Hamadouche.
And in fairness to Harrington, it doesn't look like Hamadouche's shots are hurting her.
No, they're connecting, but I don't think that she feels threatened. That's why she's in there trading.
And on the scorecard, she is miles in front.
Right.
Well, she's 2 points clear on 3 scored cards and 4 points clear on the other 2. Beg your pardon, I think she's 4 points clear on 1. 2-10-8.
Hamadouche just paying a steep price for getting in there.
Yeah, I bet the Irish corner are going absolutely berserk at this, because this is not what Harrington should be doing.
Right. But
That's much better
again,
from Harrington.
it's an easy target for her. But yeah, they don't want her to. And she's tired. I'm sure she's worn down a little.
I think so.
It takes a lot of energy to connect on that many punches.
Just needs to keep Hamadouche at range and use the jab. And I think she switched to southpaw momentarily and back to orthodox. It's going to be a comfortable points win on the scorecards, but she's been in a fight.
And Katja Probowski will have her hands full of Hamadouche if this goes as it's looking for that
in the box off
next ticket possibly for Tokyo. And so Hamadouche has that to look forward to, and she continues to bring it.
And Harrington continues to bring it back.
Yes, walking right in.
Not quite the fireworks of yesterday, but not far off.
No, not far off at all. I'm in awe of Hamadouche training and endurance, because
she has taken so many big shots.
Absolutely.
And she's still firing.
Yeah,
They're both firing. And Hamadouche has got through, and Harrington looks in trouble suddenly.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
There is the final bell.
What?
Harrington will get the points win, but
yeah, her side is going to be saying something like, what was that?
There's a little scratch of the head from the coach there.
Yeah, she took that was
she didn't need to be in that situation.
She took a lot of punishment in the third round, and I don't know how much it hurt, but it
we wait for the verdict from the 5 judges.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of points by unanimous decision. In the blue corner, representing Ireland, Harrington.
Kelly Harrington is going to Tokyo. My, she's earned it.
Yes.
And look at what it means, the emotions. She's overcome. She is going to the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. Proud moment.
She can be a world champion, but this is a special ticket.
It really is. Just seeing that round 3. You see Hamadouche getting through with plenty of shots.
Just relentless. Never mind the score. Never mind that there's no recalibrating a plan. I mean, it's I'm going in, and come what may. I mean, joy to watch.
It was enjoyable. It was a unanimous points decision, and looks like Hamadouche got the last round on all the scorecards, which is fair enough.
Absolutely.
Harrington was well in front before then.
Wow.
It's Kelly Harrington.